Shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Yahakarab coming at you with a quick hit. Before I start, let me start off by saying, Kahalayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kakadash, and double honors to the big brother, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom Bayat Hadawada, and to the Hakim and Akwathium that's out there repenting. Shalom to you, Mashbaka. I just wanted to do a quick hit on this little video you see right here, because our people, we got to get out of this place, because they are totally seduced by the ways of Babylon. Just simple. And these women, they simple as fuck. They don't know shit. But the ones that's coming back to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, they being enlightened with some knowledge and some wisdom. But these other ones, they are dumb as fuck. Period. Check this out, and then I'm going to read some scriptures. But check this out.
Alright, just give me like 10 minutes because I'm still waiting for my wife to finish up her makeup, and when she's done, I'm going to sit over there and start heading out, alright? Alright, just let me know, alright?
So what do you see? Bear with me. What do you see? Bear with me. You see her holding her hand and saying, I don't have a ring on my finger. They simple. You don't need no ring on your motherfucking finger to determine if you that man's wife or not. I bet he done been all up in you. So you are his wife. So let's read a few of these scriptures. This is just a quick hit, because just to prove how simple our people is. Simple. On both sides, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Simple. But let's read these scriptures and end it off. Just wanted to go in and just make this point. We're going to start off at Genesis 2 and verse, I started Genesis 2 and 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they two shall be one slakia, and they shall be one flesh. How is they gonna be one flesh? Because he gonna go into that woman and she gonna become his wife. Plain and simple. Let's go to Genesis 24. Genesis 24. And we're going to read verse 4. We're going to jump. Genesis 24 and verse 4. But thou shalt go unto my country. Matter of fact, I'll read up. Let's start at the top. Genesis 24 and verse 1. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by Yahweh, thy power, Slakia, Yahweh, the power of heaven, and the power of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. But thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac. Let's jump to verse 58. Genesis 24 and verse 58. And they called Rebekah and said unto her, wilt thou go with this man? And she said, I will go. And they sent away Rebekah, their sister, and her nurse, and Abraham's servant, and his men. And they blessed Rebekah, and said unto her, Thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed possess the gate of those that hate them. And Rebekah arose, and her damsels, and they rode upon camels, and followed the man. And the servant took Rebekah and went his way. And Isaac came from the way of the well of Lahairoi, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide. And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lightened off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his house, Sarah, Slakia. And Isaac, verse 67, Genesis 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother's house, Slakia, into his mother's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Meaning, what did he do? She wasn't his wife before. When he took her into his mother's tent, he went into her. She became his wife. Those two became one. It ain't got shit to do with no motherfucking ring. Now, if you want to buy your woman a ring, hey, you can do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that don't consummate the marriage, no goddamn ring. It's your penis, who the Most High created, to go into that woman to consummate that marriage. Period, point blank. Now let's go to Genesis 29. Just a quick hit. Genesis 29. And let's go to verse 16. Genesis 29 and 16. And Laban had two daughters. This is in reference for Jacob. And Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy young daughter. And Laban said, It is better that I give her to thee, than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love that he for the love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, Give me my wife, meaning my woman, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place, and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for an handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this that thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve thee, Slakia? Did I not serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, It must not be so done in our country, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me even 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. So what it says, he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. Why? Because when he gave his daughter to him, Jacob went into her and she became his wife. Let's go to 1 Samuel now. Let's wrap this up. Just a quick hit. 1 Samuel 25. 1 Samuel 25. 1 Samuel 25, and let's go to verse 40. Yeah, we'll start at 40. Just to get straight to the point. 1 Samuel 25 and verse 40. And when the servants of David were come to Abigail, to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, David sent us unto thee, to take thee to him to wife. And what did it say? Let's read it again. It's 1 Samuel 25 and verse 40. And when the servants of David were come to Abigail, to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, David sent us unto thee, to take thee to him to wife. And she arose, and bowed herself on her face to the earth, and said, Behold, let thy handmaid be a servant, to wash the feet of the servants of my Lord. And Abigail hastened, and arose, and rode upon an ass, and rode upon an ass with 5 damsels, and hers that went after her. And she went after the messengers of David, and became his wife. David also took Ahinoam of Jezreel, and they were also both of them his wives. Why? Because he went into them also, and they became his wives. Because that's what consummate a marriage. Let's go to 2 Samuel, chapter 11. Just a quick hit. 2 Samuel 11, and we're going to just go to 26. Let's get to the point. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband. And when the mourning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife, and bare him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord, meaning, but we ain't gonna go into it. You can go read this chapter and find out what he did. But just making the point of what happened. Read it again. 2 Samuel 11 and 27. And when the morning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house. What you think she did when she came to his house? And she became his wife, and bare him a son. How you think she bare a son? Because she took on the seat. She consummated that marriage. How? Because he went in unto her. So that's what consummate a marriage. You putting your penis into that woman's vagina, and she become your wife. But these motherfuckers don't know that here in Babylon, because they goddamn sluts. They fuck all kind of motherfuckers. Pardon my language, but hey, what other way could you say it? But that's just the point. So it's not no ring or going to let some heathen tell you that you married. No, it's that man, you and that man having a connection with each other, and him going into you, and now you are his wife. And double honors to the big brothers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. And to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Shalom Bayatha Dawada. And to the Hakim and Akwati that's out there repenting, Shalom Mashbaka, Shalom.